Hello YouTube, it's the Utopian Buddha. Today I want to hit you guys with a potentially controversial proposition, right? Drugs, if you do them, actually give you deeper insight into who you are, into your psychology, into your spirituality, if done without, abusing it and without going overboard and getting lost in the illusion. Because drugs do pull you into Maya. They pull you into the illusion of the material world. But they also release usually dark but latent tendencies within the human mind, within human consciousness, within the human psychology, right? So there are all these latent tendencies. These latent tendencies are what Carl Jung calls the shadow, right? The shadow and the collective unconscious, the personal and collective unconscious. These are forces that are usually hidden within most people. Most people don't realize that they have these motivations and drives within themselves. So for example, for me, when I started doing harder drugs, mostly Adderall, which is a cousin of methamphetamine, my sexual drives went crazy, right? Like my sexual preferences changed. They became I wanted more women, of course I didn't actually do it. I just watched porn. But see, the thing is, it shows you parts of yourselves that are actually hidden, right? Latent tendencies, dark, often evil, like tendencies within yourself that wouldn't have been activated. You wouldn't have seen that. You wouldn't have seen that behavior because that behavior has been papered over. That behavior has been repressed by the social requirements of modern civilization. But that behavior is deep in your unconscious. It's deep in your ancient unconscious, which is the result of eons of evolutions in which humans have had to survive in an environment that demands that they fight and have sex and dominate, especially for men, right? Like we've had to fight wars and our tribe has had to survive. So we've had to learn how to kill and stuff like that. So those forces, right? Most people are like, oh, I'm not capable of doing something so evil as killing a person, an innocent person or anything, right? When often you don't need drugs. You don't always need drugs to know this, but for me at least, when I started doing Adderall on a regular basis, my whole personality changed, right? I started becoming a little bit more arrogant. I became more self-centered. And normally I'm the opposite, right? Like when I'm not doing drugs all the time, I'm actually very selfless and compassionate and stuff. But it changes you. These drugs change you. So that's all I'm saying, man. There's all these dark forces within the human psychology, and you have to bring them to light. You have to know that these capacities exist within you. And that's what drugs show you to some degree.